How do you feel about Dylan Mulvaney coming to your campus?
Who is that?
Why do I always feel like crying?
You know who Dylan Mulvaney is? We've heard that a lot of students were kind of annoyed about the event because it cost $40,000 in tuition money to bring Dylan to campus.
Wait, could you repeat that price?
$40,000.
That's a lot of money.
That has been the opinion.
That is more than I make in 2 years.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being here any other way.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. So everything is more expensive these days. We can all agree on that. If you go to a big state school, it's very pricey. $33,000 to attend Penn State University. It's got like 100,000 people attend Penn State. $33,000. And if you are one of these students paying that tuition, well, then you can sleep well at night, or maybe not, knowing that all of your tuition went directly to Dylan Mulvaney in the $40,000 pop speaker tour that Dylan Mulvaney is currently on. Penn State was the first and maybe last stop on this tour. Anyway, Penn State obviously really loved this booking. It was promoted all across campus. They booked this hall called the Alumni Hall for Dylan Mulvaney. Look at they got a poster, got posters made, student initiated fee. Look at that. Look at that. They used student fees to pay for this. And the invitation, of course, says, you know, listen, once the tickets are sold out, there's no more getting into this. You'll be put on a wait list. Maybe there's a chance you'll be able to attend. Maybe there'll be some open space. You better pray. You better hope. You better make a Christmas wish. You may be able to squeeze into that Dylan Mulvaney speech. And if you did see the speech that your student fees and tuition paid for, what pearls of wisdom would you receive from Dylan? Well, let's go ahead and check in on how this speech went.
Outfit of the day, I'm Dylan Mulvaney. I'm at Penn State. Go Lions! And for our outfit, we've got a bandeau that says state. What's the brand that we love? It's like cute stuff here. Hype and Vice, and then the jacket, and then we've got skirts Aritzia, shoes are Jeffrey Campbell, hair is fake, and I did my own makeup in the car. Okay, I love ya. Bye.
Wait. What is that? Wait, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my God. There's no one there. On recent videos, I've speculated, based on what was written in various tweets and in the press, that very few people showed up. I said maybe 30. I said maybe a tenth of the room was filled, but it's way less than that. Dylan Mulvaney is on stage, maybe announcing a brand new advertising partner, not sure. Dylan Mulvaney on stage, and the crowd, I think you can count maybe 15 people there. Maybe 15 people there. Oh my Lord. By the way, did they add extra applause? Did they like edit in louder applause in there? Is that what did they edit this to add applause? Because there's no way that 15 people can like clap that loudly. This is and that includes like these guys in the orange shirts, right? They're like the AV or whatever, technicians or whatever. Wow. Just unbelievably pathetic. Again, we've covered this before. The Young America's Foundation had this tweet that went viral showing the Dylan Mulvaney speech. And what you can see there is that there's, again, virtually nobody in the room. Like, it's an empty auditorium. Okay? It's an empty auditorium. Again, and this is very important, like, Dylan Mulvaney was paid $40,000 for this speech. And you got to assume that there's, like, travel costs there, too, right? That get the travel in there as well. So what is that per person that actually attended? Is it $5,000 per person to listen to Dylan Mulvaney? To listen to Dylan Mulvaney, do this?
And for our outfit,
Get their mascot wrong? It's the Nittany Lions.
Bandeau, that's
The
a
Nittany Lions.
brand that we love. It's like cute stuff here. Hype and Vice, and then the jacket, and then we've got skirts Aritzia, shoes are Jeffrey Campbell.
Yeah, this is what the students got. When you are paying tuition at Penn State, this is what your tuition pays for. How you like us now? So good job if you attend Penn State. Great job. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the press said half-empty auditorium. That's not true. It's virtually entirely empty auditorium. Guest lecture at half-empty auditorium. Nope. Entirely empty auditorium. So I posted, check out the massive crowd for Dylan Mulvaney. That popped off. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting comment section. Definitely a vibe. Penn State is better than this, and Penn State is turning into the new Bud Light, which a lot of people are saying. Apparently, Penn State did not learn from the Bud Light mistake. We need Elise Stefanik to grill Penn State president now. Penn State University hired Dylan Mulvaney to speak to students. Mulvaney charges $40,000 for engagement. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Penn State students drink Bud Light confirmed. Says Old Row. Penn State students drink Bud Light confirmed. So this is what I find particularly interesting about this current moment, is how fake everything is. It's fake. We live in a fake world. So not even the liberals or the leftists at Penn State actually know who Dylan Mulvaney is. And that's why the auditorium's empty. Because TikTok fame doesn't, and fame inside of like culture war stuff like this, like agitprop, advertising, clickbait stuff, it doesn't actually relate to real world fame. It doesn't actually relate to people having an actual connection with you. It's all bought and paid for. Again, like TikTok promotes certain things in order to damage like the algorithms here in America, in order to like break society, in order to fray society. So Dylan Mulvaney's popularity is obviously an outgrowth of that. You're trying to break systems here. And so even though Dylan Mulvaney receives streaming awards, the breakout creator of the year on the Forbes 30 under 30, well, the students at Penn State just don't care. Check this out from Young America's Foundation. A reporter asking students at Penn State, do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is? Your tuition went to pay for Dylan Mulvaney to come here and to obviously like to just drop pure pearls of wisdom. I mean, look at the genius, the profound intelligence. Well, did the students at Penn State appreciate this? Do they have any intelligence or even knowledge of who Dylan Mulvaney is? Check this out.
How do you feel about Dylan Mulvaney coming to your campus? Are you excited? Are you disinterested? Where do you sit with that?
Who is that?
Do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is?
I do not.
So Dylan Mulvaney is coming to campus tonight. Do you know who that is?
I do not.
Do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is?
I don't.
Do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is? You remember the Bud Light controversy? There's an event tonight for Dylan Mulvaney.
I mean, I haven't really heard anything about it.
I didn't know they had an event tonight.
Okay. We've heard that a lot of students were kind of annoyed about the event because it cost $40,000 in tuition money to bring Dylan to campus.
Wait, could you repeat that price?
$40,000.
$40,000 in total.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money.
That has been the
That is
opinion.
more than I make in 2 years.
Yeah, seriously.
Considering that Penn State's a massive university. I mean, like so much money goes into this university.
Yeah.
I don't think 40,000 is like honestly that much. I think maybe she should have asked for more because our tuition's like crazy.
I think $40,000 is a lot, especially because as a graduate student, our stipends are half that.
Why is the university like paying them? Because then it kind of seems like they're favoring like that ideology or like belief. So I don't think that's a fair amount because it's a lot of money that is coming from like all of our pockets.
How do you feel about letting any kind of speaker on campus? Conservative, liberal? Do you think that the university has a duty to keep certain speakers off campus?
I think it needs to be inclusive.
Do you think all speakers, no matter their affiliation, should be welcome on campus?
This is a tough question.
I believe that anyone should be allowed to speak as long as their like speech isn't harming people, like actively like inciting violence and stuff like that.
I'm going to say no, actually. As much as I'm an advocate of free speech, people should be allowed to say what they want to say. There's a difference between having an opinion and then having an opinion that is going to get people hurt. I believe that people should come and be able to speak how they'd like to, of course, but when the speaking comes to topics that may endanger the safety of others, that is where I start drawing the line.
If they're like making the community bad in a sense, like if everyone's like radicalized with a specific speaker coming in, then I would say that should be prevented.
Definitely bring on all types of speakers, even though people will disagree one way or another. As the university, they shouldn't just appease to one group. They should consider everyone. But I think the main thing is just like avoiding violence and like hatred.
I feel like the duty is more just to bring as many speakers, to be as diverse as possible. Because the more viewpoints, the more people have the opportunity to learn, basically.
I feel like in a way just to almost keep it equal and fair, even though everyone says like life isn't fair. I feel like the easiest way would just to like be able to have everyone voice their opinion. There's nothing wrong with anyone voicing their opinion. You don't have to agree with it.
The banning against more right-wing and Republican speakers isn't necessarily right. I think students should have access to all viewpoints on campus. I do think that everybody's view deserves to be heard, so long as it's not hurting others.
What types of opinions or statements that certain speakers would make would endanger other people? What are those topics or opinions that cause harm to others?
For me, the one I've seen would be like anti-trans or like anti-LGBTQ speech, even against like even different religions, like anti-Christian or like anti-Muslim, or basically a lot of anti-anything that is a very strong stance may incite or be a call to action for people to take action against other group. And I feel like that sort of incendiary tone, despite who it is prejudiced against, is bad in almost all circumstances.
I think we're actually like very liberal. Like I think a lot of public universities are very liberal, and I think people, you know, it's like walking on eggshells. You want to make sure you're being inclusive of everybody and being like representative of everybody, making it a safe space to live. I think a lot of big corporations and universities these days are really scared to be canceled and, you know, lose business. I think so a lot of them err on the safer side, even if that does draw away, you know, more conservatives. I think the majority is liberal.